The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Here's the pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll go to the ground. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Bradley. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Rebels! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Calls his own number. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
The Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On the move. Inside the 40. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on second down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires into traffic, picked off. He would have loved to make the quick return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Lacey. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. In the red area, it's Washington. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for space. It's Lacy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll take it himself. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Running to Green. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have execution, has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got him. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And they can't make the play on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
And the Rebels will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Washington. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. They're really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. On the run, it's Tatum. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's McCutcheon. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fakes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Longhorns will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It's third and goal and third and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Now it's third and goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the defense drags him down.
And I like that a lot by this defense. Like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football. Treating him like a running back. Playing pass, but understanding that can happen. Rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Tatum. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Can't get him to the ground. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time with the O coordinator.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Rides the back. And he'll be brought down.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chain. Direct snap. It's Tatum. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him, whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Under fire. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground with the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Going to try to get it himself. Got a 1st down. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. That's got it. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Minnesota. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Texas.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a hit. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this offense is up against it here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. 1st down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they
4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.